Timberborn and Cliffside, and basically we're going to carry on with where we were before, and just going to check. Yep, we can harvest most of the oak trees, which is cool. They are working on building. The housing is a lowish priority. That's all okay. I'm wondering if it's actually worth... What do we want to prioritize on our building and things? We probably should make sure we're getting a few more of these trees planted. We can now put our better path in, and there you go, Emma. We have told them to empty that so it stops flashing. Didn't realize you could do that actually. We can do that, and then we can delete this very long convoluted path, and we can plant some more trees. We'll do a few more birch trees there, and we'll do pine trees in there, and hopefully those end up being grown sufficiently, and hopefully some of those will grow. If I no, you're being cut down anyway. That's cool. That one can't be, but I'm not. I guess we could. We pause you and unpause you. You'll get that. Those have been picked up, so we can now delete that, and those logs can be picked up. We actually have a mighty 40 logs stored, which seems massively excessive, but that hopefully means we can get this house built. We have in fact got enough logs to have that house built. I did like the suggestion of putting housing in here. That's not a bad idea. Once we've got a bit more access to more free materials, and maybe once we've got some... one of the things we do need to unlock is the contamination barrier, but we need access to metal for that, so we're going to need to get up here. But my next priority is sorting out the fluid dump. That was the word I was looking for, and we're going to want to put it somewhere in here. So let's have a bit of a count. It does a radius of, I believe, 15. So if we count 15 from here, so I'm actually going to pause the game for a moment. Not unlocked the levy, but we will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm sure it does 15. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then if we did 15 from, say, there. Yep, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sure that's 10. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we did something about here, that should irrigate quite a lot of that area, I believe. So what we could do, maybe if we come further down here, actually. Yeah, let's do. And do we actually want to come across here into? We're going to start to get into the area where bad water is going to be an issue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back one here, and we want a 3x3 internal area. We want got something like that, which is nowhere near actually optimal. So let's delete you, delete you, delete you, delete you. I think we can delete all of that. I think we can actually delete that path because I think we want to build it off of there. So I think we're going to need to, let's move it up one. This is where I realised that I've got my numbers wrong and you guys are shouting at the screen. It's fine. It really is. There. Yep, and we'll have to delete you. That's okay. So we'll want to put another levy there. Then we're going to want to delete, or not delete, but not plant those. Right, so houses are in. New water storage is going in. Do we think about putting more housing in, or do we just get everything built first? Because we're kind of getting by with our 12 beavers. I think we just keep getting by at the moment. Also thinking that maybe we do the same gather a flag trick down here and pick those berries. Let's get those built and make them a food priority job. Yeah, these oak trees are really helping out with our wood supply. We have some of these oak trees coming up. We have another drought coming. It being a drought is good. We have 5 well-being. Wow. Is there any easy well-being we could pick up? I guess we could put in a campfire. 15 logs. Do I want to invest 15 logs? I'm not sure I do. You can be paused at the moment while they grow. We can get some more science going. We can get our water dump in. Because I also want to unlock the platform so that we can start building my short of planks. We'll make some planks during the drought, so we can get access down here. So he's nearly cut all of these trees down. So we'll probably plant new trees up here. We'll see how this hydrates. We are going to lose a big chunk of this when a bad tide comes through. So I want to be planting this back corner predominantly. And that's why I'm planting a lot of birch trees in this area. They grow quickly, and that's a good thing. So, and if we can get all these water barrels filled up, that's also a good thing. And we're just about keeping up with our wood supply. So let's just turn up the speed a little bit. I'm not sure I'm going to be making any massive mistakes at the moment. So let's make sure that you're prioritized. Yeah. I say I'm not making any massive mistakes. Again, you're probably frantically typing away about all of the mistakes that I'm making, but you know. Fine. What I'm trying to do at the start is just not have everyone die. That's my goal. You know? I want to get so that we've got a somewhat stable colony that can survive a bad tide without a wipe, without all the food dying off, without all the trees dying off, which is why I'm trying to get this in. It'd be really nice if we could get another one in so that we can basically farm a strip down here. Oh, carrots coming in. Let's start getting those harvested. So I think we want to be thinking about metal, and to get metal we need gears. To get gears we need power. To get power we could start using the windmill. But I want to see how this looks first. So my first priority is getting this in. I do think another farmhouse would be beneficial for when harvest season hits. In theory, I'm not averse to leaving them on replanting now we've got this in. Because as long as the drought's not too long, they are going to potentially be able to get more than one crop off of this. We'll see how it goes. So all the water tanks are in. That's awesome. We will pause water pumping. We've got 450 water. We've got a 6-day drought, so 12 beavers, 24 a day. Yeah, we've got loads of water. So we're pretty good for water. We've almost got our 250 science, which is great. We don't have to pause farming. Obviously, we're losing a bit of the farming area, but not all of it. Again, great. We will need a ladder to there. And we'll put the water dump on there. In the long term, we'll change this, but about short-term survival at the start. And this is going to make a big difference because so when that bad tide comes through, I think we're going to lose to about here, probably, until we can get irrigation barriers. So we are going to need a path coming back here so we can get to the metal up here. I think that's the sensible one to go for. So I am going to tell them not to replant those. Yes, I know I used the wrong setting, but it seems to have worked. So food-wise, we're pretty good. Pause one of you. We might actually get someone in there. And right, we've got our 250 science for the fluid dump. You can go in. We don't have any spare workers at the moment, but we need some planks. So let's pause all of you and get you going. Both of you paused. Because we're going to need 10 planks for that. We could do with getting that finished. So our first trees are almost up. I mean, you can be paused. You can be unpaused, so you can cut those down. In fact, those are trees that we've planted, I think, maybe. They're getting to the point where they're almost done. So I'm not worrying about damming off down here because we have mixed good and bad water in here. So at the moment, it's not worth worrying about trying to keep that. It will just cause us problems. Right, and that staircase is in, which is cool. We're not going to do anything with that area just yet. That's in. So the next thing that I want is the platform, which is 100 science. And we're going to want to be coming up here. Actually, we need to be a bit further back than that. Get up there. We actually need to be coming along there. So we can actually plant carrots through there. Going to need to do it there. I believe that will work. That's in. We needed, so we need 4. And we need 14 planks, so we'll get them to make those. We have storage for 20, so that's cool. And keep all of the planks that we need in there. That'll be great. This is working just fine. We've got 2 days left and a decent amount of water there. Not sure how many cycles we're going to get before we get our first drought. Not drought, bad tide. And I'm wondering if we should start thinking about moving the housing up into here. What we could do is, do we go, and unlocking like triple lodges and putting, I could put 2 triple lodges across the back there, couldn't I? But that's 250 science. So I think for now, I am going to do that. Just to start giving us a bit of an increase in population. Because we could do with a few more beavers. Because we are not cutting down all of our trees. We've not got many oak trees left actually, so we can then move them up to here. We're not using all of our logs actually, so let's do that. We'll go to 1 less builder, and that way hopefully we can. If I look at logs, 1 more log. Actually, we've got enough planks, so we can. Sorry, pause that. Which means we can put our builder. Actually, let's put another scientist, inventor dude going, because we do need science. Was it 100 science for the platform? It was. Let's unlock you. And then I can stack the housing. Oh, we missed the ladders mod already. We missed the ladders mod already. I'm really bad at playing without the ladders mod. For those wondering about the previous save, the ladders mod is one of those mods that needs updating, and it has not been yet. So, yeah. Can they get to those? I believe they can, so that'll be okay. Pass through there. Inky beavers, right, you need to go there, and then platform, ladder. Do we? I think for now, I know it's inefficient. We're going to do that. I was really going to be triggering people. I would have gone for using warehouses, but none of us want to see those notifications for the length of time that we're going to be mining this area. So I'm going to do that. That'll get us up to our first metal. That needs a lot of planks, which is why we need more beavers. So yeah. Right, you can be paused now. Drought over, so we better get water pumping going. But we got through that fine, absolutely fine for water, which is awesome. We need to plant a few more birch trees. And you are now a priority job, so we can see where you hydrate. Yeah, and I think we can go down to one farmer and plant crops. We are going to stop planting this area. Well, another drought approaching already in 3 days. So, right, plant crops. We are going to plant carrots in there, and we are going to start planting some potatoes. Because now we have the ability to grow crops permanently and plant trees. We are going to plant our first oak trees. Just a small stand of them for now. And we may as well fill the rest of that area with birch trees. So that's that done. We're down to 9 beavers. Yes, we've got beavers dying of old age, so we are going to need beavers to be growing up. So, time for a campfire, I believe. I'm going to put it there for now. We will be moving a lot of stuff around in the future. Pretty much most of the stuff that we're building at the moment is not permanent. Awesome. So you can be paused. Oh, we've got a missing strip of trees. So let's do that. Let's make sure all of those are marked for cutting. You need to be marked for cutting. You need to be marked for cutting. You don't need to be marked for cutting at the moment. Yep. It's fine. We just have to keep an eye on that. Trying to save a beaver. Because we're currently 1 beaver short. And I've only got 1 builder. We've got no one doing any of those jobs. So, we've got 2 farmers. We're going to go down to 1 cutting trees. Now, because we want both beavers pumping. Can I can get the planks. I've not got enough science points to unlock it. I nearly have. And we've got spare beds. We've got 1 free bed. Yeah, so we need some of these kits to grow up so that we can get back to our normal staffing levels. Staffing levels sounds so wrong, doesn't it? Right. Come on. Windmill. It's kind of not ideal, but we're going to build a windmill in the back. We're going to need to make a load of planks to build that. But we'll do that during the 9-day drought that we've got now. So 11 beavers are going to use, what, 22 days? Call it 10 days. Yeah, we've got loads of water. So if I do that, right, you're making planks. We are just about okay for that. We've got plenty of food. Potatoes are about 3 days away, so we do need to put in a grill. So if we put that there for now, but basically we need to be making, if I make the windmill, yes, the power's not consistent, but it might be better than, while we're short of beavers, happen to have a beaver sat on the treadmill all the time. I'm not sure. We'll see. Basically, we've got an oak tree that's come up, but not a problem. We've got some logs. I'm going to get you to prioritize planting the oak trees. Oh, we've got broken teeth. So, well-being. How have we got this far without one of those? Use grindstone, that is. Yeah. I think we're doing well. Once we've got more beavers, we could then put in a second farm, which would be good. Have a look at well-being. Grilled potatoes is going to help us. Is there anything cheap we could unlock? 50 science. 60 science. Not really. Shrub, 20 science. And we could cheese wet fur by putting in that, and then we just have to delete it when we get bad tide. Yeah, we could do that. So I think I need to speed up time, get a bunch of stuff built now, which is going to take a little while. So unless anything disastrous happens, we will get these built, get these built, get this built, maybe get these stairs built as well. Let the colony just progress a little bit. I'll bring you back when that's done, or something interesting. I have noticed that we have an injured beaver, so we are going to unlock the medical bed. And this is probably a sensible spot to put it. I'm going to put 2 in. We're up to 8 well-being as well because we have more things. So the beavers are starting to get the wet fur bonus because this is in, and some of them are using it as a shortcut, which is cool. We also have the grilled potatoes, which is giving us a nice bonus, so that's good. We don't quite have enough campfire ridge, so I'm actually going to reduce the working hours a little bit. And the windmill is in and working, so I've paused this. We've got some storage going in for grilled potatoes, so I've converted the storage that we had for potatoes into a carrot store because they're using the potatoes as fast as they can grill the potatoes as fast as they're harvesting them, and we seem to have about the right number. And I would like to get some of this excess cleared. Probably what I should do is actually just mark that whole area not to be planted, and that way they might actually get them cleared and then we can replant some more. And maybe what I should do is just do that and not plant any, and we'll work through. So drought over. We finished with a reasonable but not ideal amount of water. So I think probably it's about the point to put in another water pump. I've marked some of these pine trees not to be cut because we do want to be getting pine resin soon. That means we need gears, so we need a gear workshop soon, but we do have building to be done, so I'm going to give that a nudge in priority. Once the kits have grown up, we will be up to 15 beavers, which is also cool. Can we unlock the big houses yet? We could. We could start to think about moving the housing already, or we could save it for the fact that we need the scavenger flag, because we do need metal. So maybe we do that. I'm also wondering where to put our gear workshop, which we need, and might put it here. Gear workshop needs 120 HP, which is more than the power wheel gives, but this should power it, or we could put it down here. Or we could come further down here where we could get power if we had a bad tide. Actually, if we've got bad tide, it's going to be sweeping all the way through anyway. So maybe we actually think about going water wheel. Now we've got a supply of wood. I mean, we could put it out into the stream. We're at the point where we can be expecting a bad tide soon, so we could maybe do that. And with how water flows now, that's maybe not an awful idea. Yeah, let's do that. We need to get gears going, so let's do, we'll do 2. I can't put 2 there. I come down to there, delete that, delete that, water wheel. We can do 2 there. That one's not going to be optimal, but with the width of this river, there's no optimal way to put 2 in, I don't think. So we'll do that. Let's give that a bit of priority. We've got another drought coming, so prioritize that. Get our water tanks filled up. Actually, we're going to do 2, 3, 4 more and prioritize those. That's going to be a priority workplace, and those are going to be water, because the droughts are just going to get longer. So in fact, I am a tad nervous. So water, water, storage, there we go. If we can get those built nice and quick. In fact, we're going to pause all of the science. No, that doesn't free. Pause you as well. Let's pause you. It's kind of a balance of we need logs, but we also need builders. So, yep. It's one of those things. Wow, that's in. Awesome. Actually, we could pause you as well, and we could have 2 cutting trees and 2 building. Because we've kind of got enough of the grilled potatoes, so yeah, I'd like to get a lot more water stored. Because the droughts are getting longer, so our med beds go in. They did. Awesome. Carrots are getting cleared, which is good. You could do with being... Oh, we've got 3 spare beavers suddenly. So let's unpause you. You can reach some of those trees as well. Yep. Lots of trees to cut down. Yeah, hopefully we can just clear this mess of carrots and plant a more sensible distribution. Right, they're built, so we can get some science going again. Go back to 2 builders. 2 lumberjacks. And you working, and you working, and we have no science yet. That's okay. And all the water pumpers are maximum priority jobs. Farming wise, we're okay with 2 farmers at the moment. You could be paused. Drought has started. It's had some 8-day drought. That's okay. Should be fine with that much water. Science is going to go up. Do we need planks for any of the stuff we're building? We do, just now. You're going to get to work. You're going to get to work. You're going to get to work. Nice. We've got 350 science. We are going to need you. Scavenger flag. Yes, we're going to need the smelter, which is another 300. We're going to need to put in the gear workshop, which is 100. Now we're not so short of resources. We're going to do that. Until we get sluice gates, and then we'll put sluice gates across there. And wood, gear workshop. None of this is particularly groundbreaking, is it? But at the moment, we're surviving. And again, you know, this will be kind of pointless with long droughts. So we will also want some wind turbine power, I think. So what I'm thinking we will do actually is change that for a 4-way. And we really need to get up here. It's going to take us a little bit longer. We'll get access to some logs. We will get access to be able to start doing things with water. So all good things potentially. How are our oak trees doing? They're getting there. Getting there. I think once the oak trees start to come up, we will start to recycle some of these to be oak trees as well. And then the other thing that I want to do is our wind turbine. Yeah. How big a gap do we need to leave? Probably can go on that one, which we're going to replace with a platform. So, yep. We do medium priority. Medium priority. Get those built. Hook the power up to that. Doing okay for water as well, which is great. Make that up to the scavenger flag. So I think for now we're going to pause you though, dude, because we're a little way off producing metal. We're a little way off that yet. Top that up a bit. Yeah, I think so. Metal is 300 science and 20 gear. Maybe we're not actually. And 200 HP. Maybe we're not. Well, I say might almost be ready for metal. I'm ignoring the fact that there's the whole 50 planks that I need, and I currently have none because they're all going into building this. So there is that. Maybe we will be way off yet. So once we've got this built, I'm going to remove this. We're going to put another platform there. We can get another windmill there. And once I've got metal, what I want to do is make a little array of gravity batteries here. So we've got a small stash of power. I'm doing kind of everything small scale initially to get us a little bit of robustness, and then we're going to start working on expanding things. And this is going to be a very layered colony. Yeah. It might get very hard to see things eventually, I think, but we'll see how we get on. I think we'll play... I'm not sure when we're going to stop recording this video. Now I play to the end of this drought because we'll be on cycle 5 then, and I'll see what you guys think about how we're progressing things, or maybe we'll get to the point where we're making gears. One or the other, I guess. I'm going to pause those at least. We actually have some spare beaverage at the moment. So let's put you into farming. You can be a farmer. So many carrots. So many carrots. I'm not going to plant any for a while until maybe we're down to about 300, I think. And then we'll plant some for. Maybe what we could do is get them to plant some sunflowers in here. And get a bit of a bonus from that. That seems sensible. We might as well grow something in this unused space. Because, you know, there's benefit in that. Can you not reach those? Or you can reach most of them, but not those. So let's unmark those. For planting. Seems sensible. Again, we have filled all of our beds. I'm not going to rush to expand the population again yet. I think the thing to do is get everything built and keep progressing slowly. By the time we've got this built, we should have enough science to build the smelter. I'm tempted actually to unlock a few well-being things while we wait, because we need to stockpile some resources. So maybe a contemplation spot or two wouldn't be a bad idea. In some of these little corners. Because the folktales do like to contemplate things, so... And I like a ponder, so, you know, that kind of works. And I'm just wondering, do we need to click on a beaver to get that? So let's click on you. 9. 9. If we got to 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125 we'd get a bit of a work speed bonus. We need to get to 12 for movement, 70. Yeah, we need to get a long way for life expectancy. But yeah, I think there's maybe a few little bits and pieces we can do while we're working on that. So that's up and running. Get the gear. Oh, and we're through the drought. So we had 131 water left, which is not brilliant. But as soon as we get gears going, I actually think we should unlock the medium water tank before we do metal. That makes sense to me, actually. That makes more sense. And some of this stuff. Because the droughts are going to start getting longer, and that's going to start being a problem. But I do think that was the... We need gears for the tapper shack as well. We need somewhere to build it, which could be a challenge or an opportunity. I guess we could tuck it there. We didn't plant those. So let's mark those not to be planted. And seeing as they can't plant those, we'll mark those not to be planted. Yep. Come on, let's get this. So we're still waiting on planks. Okay. Let's pause you. And this is now probably generating a not insignificant amount of power. The problem is, as soon as we get a bad tide or a drought, it's going to go away. Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll play up to the notification of what we're going to get, I think. And then we'll stop. Is that one still paused? No, pause. Oh yeah, so they're not paused now. They can build those at some point. Yeah, I think we need to improve our water storage and our water pumping capacity imminently. So let's unlock that, and to unlock that, which is 150, which we're not far away from actually. There we go. Yes, because what I think I'm going to do is that. Ready for when we have gears to start building the bigger water tanks. And we'll build, I say we'll build those during a drought, but that may not be the best. But what we can do is if we put a couple of small warehouses in for gears, because each one of these needs 20 gears. These are going to hold 30 gears, so that gives us 60. So we could build 3 then if we can fill these up. And there we go. 3 days to the next drought. I'm going to wait until there. There we go. Awesome. That all works for me. So this time we've made a decent bit of progress, I think. We've got gear production in. We've got a drought robust food and tree supply, and I think this should be robust to a bad tide. We'll find out soon. Yeah, we've got the gears, we've got scrap metal available to us now, so the next thing will be to get metal. That'll let us get contamination barriers, which will hopefully make us robust to bad tides. Until we get a bad tide divert in. Yeah, making good progress, I think. So anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed episode 2. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next.